You're listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Damasiewicz.
So give me a lead in. Tell me what it's time for.
All right, it's time for Justin's favorite part of the show, which is...
Serving questions up on a silver platter where the points are made up and the rules don't matter. Time for Stump Daniel.
I love it. That's so good.
Is never going to get old.
Wait, we're not going to replay
Well
that.
done.
I was just doing that for this week only.
Nope,
Yeah,
that's
no,
every
don't worry
week.
about it, Justin. You'll never hear that again.
Okay,
That was
so
good.
I've been receiving countless emails and text messages from people asking me to please simplify the scoring format in Stump Daniel because they're having a really hard time following. Well, you know what I say to that? Screw you, listeners! I have come up with the most difficult and complicated scoring system in the history of Stump Daniel.
There we go.
I had to write it down so that I could read it to you word for word. So try to follow me as I read this out, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Damasiewicz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Damasiewicz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Damasiewicz today at 360-612-3991 or visit damasiewiczlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com. Daniel, each round you will pick a number between 1 and 10. Each number has a multiple choice question assigned to it, so you can't pick the same number more than once. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. Each question is also assigned a tier, either bronze, silver, or blue. If the question you pick is the lower tier than the previous question, the value of the question goes down to 8 points. But if the question you pick is a higher tier, the value doubles to 20 points. If you pick consecutively bronze, then silver, then a blue question, the blue question will quadruple in value to 40 points. You will be allowed 2 lifelines, one 50-50 in which half of the options are removed, and one Ask a Producer in which Andrew will be allowed to help you answer the question. However, if you use a lifeline, the value of the question is reduced by 3 points. If you successfully answer both questions using a lifeline, you will be awarded 1 more lifeline of your choice, and the third lifeline will have no point penalty. Your success will be evaluated on which zone you land in. And our next segment of conversation depends on how well you answer or how well you finish. So if you get 64 or more points, you'll be in the beaver zone. If you get 48 to 63 points, you're in the cougar zone. If you get 32 to 47 points, you're in the Tar Heel zone. 16 to 31 points is the husky zone, and less than 15 points is the danger zone.
Danger zone.
Are you ready?
Why is it bronze, silver, and then blue?
That felt blue's the best color. So what was the... I pictured it as Carolina blue.
That
Shocker.
makes sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense now.
Okay, so now keep in mind that this is complicated, and I'm the one who has to keep track of the score.
Yeah, I have no idea how you're going to keep score here.
Okay,
It's a
so...
good thing the
good-
points don't matter.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was just going to say. I have no idea what's
Also,
going on.
I could write whatever I want down, and at the end I'll tell you your score, and you'll have no way to know whether it's real or not.
Not a
Just
dang
keep
clue.
in mind, you're going to have 5 questions to answer.
Okay, 5 questions.
You get 2 lifelines.
Okay.
They do decrease the value just a little bit, but if you get both of those lifeline ones correct, you get a third lifeline with no penalty.
Gotcha. Yeah, I picked up on that part.
Okay, all right, pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Okay, here we go. First question. Which NFL... Oh, and actually, I forgot to mention, this is a bronze tier question, so that's the perfect
that's a
one
good
for you,
thing.
because then you can only go up from here. okay?
Yeah.
Which NFL quarterback has quoted Ricky Bobby, DMX, Lil Wayne, Snoop Dogg, Ron Swanson, and Dwight Schrute in press conferences this season?
This season?
Yeah. Is it A, Cam Newton, B, Russell Wilson, C, Deshaun Watson, or D, Baker Mayfield?
This is the guy I was thinking before I heard the multiple choices. I'm going to go Baker Mayfield.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. Yes. 10 points right off the bat.
Boom!
Now you have a chance for more points if you select a number that the question is a higher tier.
I'm gonna go with 3.
3 is a blue tier question, so you went up, but you also don't have the opportunity to go bronze, silver, blue, okay?
So I don't get the quad.
But you do get double points on this one, so up to 20. On a square-rigged ship, the sail set furthest forward is called what?
A square.
On a square-rigged ship, the
Is
sail
Andrew
set
allowed
furthest...
to Google it? Because Andrew's Googling it,
No,
I'm pretty
no,
sure.
no, he can't Google
Yeah.
it, especially if you're going to ask a producer.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a square-rigged ship, the sail set furthest forward is called A, a mainsail, B, a gennaker, C, a full disagulation, or D, a flying jib. Would you like to use a lifeline?
I'm going to say it is a flying jib.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct! 20 points. You haven't used a lifeline yet.
Come on, Andrew. That deserves a high five.
Your total's
I'm
up
proud
to
of you.
30.
Yeah.
For those of you who didn't pick up on that, that is a nod to The Office, in which that question was used during the Trivia Night episode.
A full disagulation. I knew I'd heard that before.
Yeah, that's from The Office, too. The mainsail and the gennaker, or gennaker, I don't know if I'm saying that which way, but those are actual names of sails on boats that I looked up.
Yeah.
But the answer is flying jib. Okay, Daniel. Pick a number between 1 and 10 that you haven't chosen yet.
9er.
9er is a bronze tier.
Well, I couldn't go up from blue.
You couldn't go up from blue.
So this is a good thing.
Yeah, but it is lower than your previous one, so this one still loses 3 points in value.
Yeah.
So you're on a 7-point question right now. In the hit sitcom Parks and Recreation, what name is shared by Ron Swanson's mother and both of his ex-wives?
Tammy.
You don't even need the options.
I don't need the options.
Tammy is C. I was going to say Leslie, Sandy, Tammy, and Megan.
It's Tammy.
It's Tammy. That is correct.
I like those bronze level questions.
Daniel, 7 points, bringing your total to 37. All right, pick another number that you haven't chosen yet between 1 and 10.
Uno.
Okay, question number 1 is a bronze tier question.
Dang it! Is this my last question?
No, I got one more after this. Which blue blood NCAA men's basketball program has started with a 1-4 record this season for just the second time in program history? Is it A, Kentucky, B, Kansas, C, Duke, or D, North Carolina? You can't use the Ask a Producer lifeline on this
No,
one. It
I
won't do
can't.
you any good.
What are the lifelines again?
You have a 50-50.
And the producer? Is
Yep.
that it?
Yep. So
I'm
you
going to use the 50-50.
Okay. It is not Kansas, and it is not Duke. It's either Kentucky or North Carolina for 7 points, Daniel.
Can I use the other 50-50?
You
sorry.
only get one 50-50.
Oh, okay.
All you have left is Ask a Producer.
All right, what was the 2 again?
It's either Kentucky or North Carolina.
I'm going to go with Kentucky.
It is Kentucky, and that's another 7 points.
Do you know how
Actually-
I knew that? I knew that because Justin hasn't been suicidal
Exactly.
for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. I think that was 4 points because it was already 7 points because it was a bronze level question after a blue. And then
No,
I
that
also
was
used
the-
a lifeline, so doesn't that take 3 more points off of
the
it?
the third question.
Oh,
See,
right.
that was a bronze after a bronze.
Gotcha. What's
Actually,
this
I
one?
just realized I gave you 7 on the third one when I should have given you 8. My bad.
What level was this one?
Bronze.
This was a bronze too.
It was
so
a
I've
bronze
done-
after a bronze. That was bronze, so it was just a
Gotcha.
10 points, just even.
So
Okay?
I need a high level question.
You
here.
do. You do.
How many of each tier was there, Justin?
That's confidential.
I'm gonna go with 2.
Okay, question number 2. Which NCAA...
Wait, what level of question is it?
It's blue, I'm sorry, it's blue.
Yes!
So this is for 20 points.
Okay.
Okay. Which NCAA... I've actually kind of started to forget my own scoring format a little bit.
Shocking.
How
Okay.
could you? It's so simple.
Which NCAA football team lost a game on Saturday in part due to an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after a defensive player threw an opponent's shoe downfield after a third down stop with less than 2 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter? I'm going to give you your choices, okay? Was it A, Coastal Carolina,
No.
B, Florida, C, LSU, or D, Miami? You still have an Ask a Producer if you want to use that lifeline. It's a 20-point question, so that would knock it down to 17.
It was Florida.
Florida is correct.
Yes.
That's a 20-point question, which brings your total to 65.
Yeah.
Which lands you
In the Beaver
in
Zone.
the Beaver Zone, which is the most inappropriately named zone we have. Well, congratulations, Daniel. You're in the Beaver Zone, which means we get to discuss the Tar Heels win over Miami.
What?
Yeah,
I don't. What?
that was just the one that was assigned. That's the topic that was assigned to Beaver Zone.
I'm assuming that topic was assigned to all the zones.
That's confidential.